Welcome to Wednesdays with Wayne, and we are here with Tony Avent and at the North Central Regional Plant Introduction Station, and I think you kind of jokingly called it Area 51 for plants, right?
It is for ornamental plants and vegetables. This is it.
I feel like you're one of the world-renowned horticulturists, and I know you're a humble man, so tell our people kind of what you do and what you're about.
Well, I'm a gardener.
A very sophisticated one.
Well, no, it's just a gardener. I've just grown a lot of plants. I've killed a lot of plants, but the cool thing is I've been able to learn from every one I've killed. And I think we keep a database of all the ones, and I think we're now over 92,000 different plants that we've grown and killed about 60,000.
Wow. And tell everyone what area of the country you're from.
We're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and we have a private botanic garden. It's one of the most diverse collections in the world, and it's all funded by our mail order nursery. So we propagate from the gardens, sell those to gardeners around the world, and that money goes right back into the gardens and plant exploration and conservation of species.
That's great. And a little bit more, like people can find your plants.
They can find them online. We have two websites, one for the garden, which is juniperlevel.org, and the nursery, which sells the plants, is plantdelights.com.
Okay.
So either one of those they can go to and see, get an idea, and lots of information, because we're big about teaching people about plants.
Wonderful. Today we're at kind of a place that's confusing to me and to Wayne, who's doing the filming here, but this place really makes sense to you and is very useful to you. So tell everybody where we're at and what this is even about.
Well, this is the GRIN database. So outside of a small number of plant nerds, people don't realize this is the Genetic Resource Information Network for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. So they look at what plants are commercial and make sure that genetics to improve those plants continue to be available to the breeders and the people who work with those. So they literally travel the world. If they see that right now a Monardus or a Popula genus, they will travel, get every Monarda, bring in all the genetics, and they make those available online to plant breeders and testers. So it's something most people don't realize exists. And obviously they're preserving for not just breeders, they're preserving for people who make medicines, they're preserving, if the plant ever goes extinct, they have the stuff preserved here and they have it backed up. And it's an incredible resource that if we wound up needing it, we would be thrilled this is here. But the fact that we don't currently need it, most people, they don't realize it's here.
And the seed, I know they were talking about, is preserved sometimes for 100 years or more. You know, so and it's carefully done, and like you say, it's diversity, it's preservation. So some really interesting things. Just tell us a little bit. I know you found something here that was really exciting. Just tell us about it.
Well, this is a cool thing about, we've been ordering seeds from GRIN for years. So this is a Monarda. This is Monarda punctata. It's a species that typically acts as an annual in the garden. It just doesn't overwinter well in most parts of the country. So this is a collection they have made from Michigan, and they have grown this out, and you can see the diversity from pretty homely looking stuff to this clone, which is absolutely amazing. That is a finished product. A breeder could not improve on that. So we're going to take some pieces of that home, and they allow us to evaluate that and see, does it do well for us, and if so, is it worthy of getting out in the trade? So it's just incredibly exciting, the opportunities. I think so many people don't realize where new plants come from.
No.
And they have to all come originally from some wild genetics.
Absolutely.
And that's what GRIN does. It provides those to people who produce those plants. So when you go into a box store, many of those plants, unknowingly to you, originated with genetics from here.
So we're looking at it here. These are the origins, and I know in some cases we're getting plants and we're selling plants that are so highly developed and so far from the parent that we don't even know what we've got.
No, and we have no idea that those parents were in here, but the breeders know that this is just a gold mine. If you're looking for, you got a plant that gets disease or this disease, you look at the different genetics. Oh, that genetics, it may not be ugly, but it gets no disease. So that has the trait I need to breed to get where we do. It's used for not only ornamentals, but all your food crops come from GRIN. So every food breed, everything you eat, most likely had origins in the GRIN Thanks.
And I know this is just a little synopsis of it. Thank you for kind of unraveling this for us, because again, we don't know that this even exists. We don't quite understand it. We just see all these beautiful plants for the landscape, and they came from somewhere. So I appreciate you explaining this at a level that we can all understand it. So thank you, Tony, very much. And it has been a pleasure, as always, to be on this trip and just to be able to talk to you guys, you know, the people who have been doing this for decades and committed and passion in their life. I think this is just fantastic. So we really appreciate the time with you, and thanks. I appreciate it. So thank you for joining Wednesdays with Wayne, sponsored by Niemeyer's Landscape Supply. And remember, beautiful landscapes start here.